Greetings fellow Shadow Raiders, Kropcio here and this is Raid Shadow Legends free to play. So you've got your legendary damage dealer or even mythical and you don't know how to build him. I will try to explain today how I'm building my damage dealers. If you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, so let's start with explaining what damage dealer means. So this is the champion that will do the damage in your team. We can say that we have two types of damage dealers. So this is raw damage dealer and hybrid. So hybrid, I think Ninja is a good example. So for him to do his damage, he will need some accuracy to land some debuffs like HP burns, like defense down, maybe some freezes, etc. So for that you need accuracy. For a raw damage dealer, so you have something like a Rathalos Blade Master, for example. So this champion is doing the just pure damage based on his stats, so A2, A3, A1 maybe there is decreased defense, but this cannot be resisted in his kit, so that's an example of raw damage dealer. So let's try to find some damage dealer champions on your account. So what means that this champion will do the damage. So let's use in the filter champion stats one, and here we've got two important filters, so crit rate and crit damage. So generally your damage dealer should have a crit rate at level 100. So let's apply this filter and let's scroll it to 100, right? And then you will see all the champions on your account that have crit rate 100 or above. Hold up guys, now it's perfect time to click on my link in the description to get free Narma as well as 3 more insane free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and then install, click on the link in the description and register with brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial, go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get free Narma right after the sign up, as well Anax, Uugo and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. Click on my link right now and let's crush it. Another one, you can use crit damage, right, and see which of your champions do a lot of crit damage in their builds. So for example, at least 280 to max, right? So I have like 7 champions here. There are 3 types of the damage dealers. HP based damage dealers, so it means that the champion will do the damage based on his HP pool. So you see it here on those damage based on. Good example is Magnar. We've got defense base, so for example Lysantir. Lysantir is a defense based damage dealer, so all his skills are damage based on the defense, and attack based damage dealer. So Thor is an example of the attack damage based dealer. Okay, so how to build your damage dealer? I'm finding 2 ways of doing that. So the most important piece of the gear for your champion and how you will be building your damage dealer is gauntlets. So I'm finding 2 types of gauntlets. So first one is the gauntlet with the crit rate as a main stat, and I'm calling it type B, right? And there is another one which you call type A, which is a little bit harder to combine, gauntlets with the crit damage as a main stat. So let me explain why those 2 matters. So for your damage dealer to do the damage, you need to apply the crit generally on the enemy. So to do that you need to have a crit rate at 100 level, right? So to have a guaranteed, you can have smaller value for the crit rate, but it's recommended to have 100. So base is 15, you got 5 from the masteries, and then you need to combine and find generally from 6 pieces of your gear 80 crit rate. So having gauntlets with 6-star gauntlets with crit rate, you will find 60 already. So all you need to do is add additional 20. So in case of type A, which is much more difficult to build, so we've got gauntlets with the crit damage. It means that you will need to find 80 crit rate in the other 6 pieces of your equipment. This is hard to do. To show you that type B, which means crit rate in the gauntlets, is also fine. So here is my recent rebuild of Thor, so Thor Feyhammer, so damage dealer from the Barbarian faction. So we've got crit rate gauntlets with additional ascension here, so to get additional 10, so it means I will need only 10 more crit rate in other 5 pieces, right? Which is easy to do. So then you can focus on the other stats like speed, attack, crit damage for your champion. So in this case, because it's much easier, so you can complete and find even the full set. In my case, Thor is already built with 9-piece Merciless. So Merciless we are getting from the Cursed City, and this is very powerful gear set. So having such a gear set on your champion, even with the crit rate as on the gauntlets, is very good. Here we've got an example of ninja build. So ninja is with the crit damage gloves, so it means I need to find a lot of crit rate. So let's try to calculate it. So we've got 6 here, we've got another 6 here. On the boots we've got 19, on the shield we've got 6, helmet with 23, which is pretty high, and we've got weapon with 18. So totally it gives 88 in total, and we've got 15 plus 88, which gives over 100. But as you probably notice, I've got even perception gear here, so not a damage dealing set here. The only thing here is the lethal, so we've got ninja with 4-piece lethal, which gives 25% of damage of defense ignore and additional crit rate. Another example of pretty tough to build set is Slayer. So in this case my Slayer is the with crit damage gauntlets, so this is type A, which is harder to build and combine. And I finally managed on the free-to-play account to build Marius with the 9-piece Slayer, which will give you a lot of bonuses to the crit rate, crit damage, speed, and additional things like ignoring the defense. Okay, so let's talk about 2 other pieces that are also very important. So we've got chestplate. So for example, Nice here is a attack based damage dealer, but on his second form, he's HP damage dealer. So for that case, I chosen to equip this champion with the chestplate, which will have a mixture of HP and attack. So this champion will benefit with both of those stats upgrade. So generally for HP damage dealer, you are choosing chestplate with HP, for attack, for defense. So generally that's the idea. What about boots? So if you are feeling that your champion is very slow, I mean below 200, I would suggest to equip with the boots with the speed as a main stat. But if you got pretty lucky with your gear, so you can equip your champion with additional defense base, HP or attack, depends on the damage dealer type, boots as a main stat. Let's back to the Thor Feyhammer. So this champion is with boots with attack percentage as a main stat on the boots, with additional speed, because, and generally this is because of the gauntlet, so build type B have crit rate as a main stat, so it's easier to find other stats. So that's why this champion is the attack here, and his total speed is still over 260. So when you have your damage dealer ready to go, so you can even use as a farmer for like in this example arcane potion farm. So this is stage 20 with food, and generally you will be more and more efficient as the game progresses through, because this champion can generally solo the wave, so food will stay and do not move, hopefully, and your main champion will finish the boss by himself. Yeah, and job done. Here's another example of Marius as a damage dealer, so he will be solo farming Minotaur on the stage 15 with a champion that I want to put some masteries on. So generally he will be clearing those waves by himself, so you will be saving a lot of time. Do not bringing any supports and other champions if your damage dealers are built correctly. Job done. Before ending the episode, let's quickly check how many champions do I have with the crit rate maxed, so at least 100, and the crit damage 250 and above. So it looks, after applying this filter, I've got 7 champions with such a build. That's great. So I hope you have more. Please let me know in the comments, and see you in the next one. Cheers!